Kale bwe tugenda maaso atuvuddewo tukkiridde twogereko ku mawulire ga mwana mulenzi amanyiddwa nga John Black, the African Bwabwai. Omukulu ono Kasaada Munanga Kasaada John onzaalwa y'Ejjinja luvannyuma nnyo ng'akamala okwawukana ne management ye enkadde. Ate waliwo amawulire aga breakings about ebyomubanja ssente ezitakka wansi w'akakadde kamu mu emitwalo 75. Bino nno byabaddewo olunaku lw'eggulo nga omukulu okuva side z'eri Arua bwe yali yakolako ko naye business ne bakola show ekoboko eyali eya last year netagenda bulungi nnyo ne management enkadde. John Black wakyusa management mujjukira bulungi ebyabaawo, Facebook ze baziwambye, YouTube ye bagiwambye ne bamaani babimuddiza n'afuna management empya. Little did he know mbuno abantu abamu tebakyusa nnamba basigala bakommunicating ne management enkadde. Kati waliwo omukulu okuva side ze ya Arua promote omu yagenda nakwatagana ne management ya John Black enkadde era nga management eno neemusaba ssente. Omukulu ono neyeesitula n'ava side ze za Arua n'ajja abaweko deposit. Bwe yajja aweko deposit kana wako deposit bamukubya ne bamugamba nti nno soko tusindikireko tulina ebizibu nze John Black bwe wakosanya John Black tulina ebizibu n'ebizibu ne tulina tuwe tusaba tusindikireko ko kasente akasamusamu ate tulabe engeri gye tugenda okuba nga tukola kitu kikwasaganyamu. Munnange promoter agamba mwagala sente nga meka. Bwe yababuuza sente bamugamba twagala emitwalo nga ameka 3. Promoter agamba sigalinawo naye nawe emitwalo meka mitwalo 10 nga bamugamba zisindike ng'akwata ku mobile money number ng'azisindika. Bwe yazisindika kumbe yasindikira muntu mukyamu ng'ekyo kiggwa ng'abagamba bana njagala kujja balaba mbawe deposit ey'ekivulu. Ekivulu kino kirina kubeera mu ggwanga lya Congo naye bateese ne bamugamba muno engeri gye kyali lockdown tusobola kukola kiperforminga. Promoter n'abagamba muno ekiri e Congo si kyekiri e Uganda. E Congo teri lockdown era ebivulu bigenda mu maaso. So nze mujja okukola mujja kwesitula mujje Arua nze then njja bafuna emmotoka ebajja Arua batwale Congo performinga mumale mukole kimukomewo. Ne banegotiatinga obukadde wabunda bameka buna. Kati munnange we bakuteeka obukadde buno obuna nga bagamba munsayireko nga bakkiziganya ku bukadde 3 mu million 3 mu emitwalo 5, that is 3.5 million. Kati bwe malozikanyako nga promoter alina okujja abaweko deposit yakakadde kamu mu emitwalo 5 nga promoter alinnya emmotoka ng'ajja. Bwe yajja e Kampala nga bamubuuzaabuza ng'agenda ku office za John Black agenda tuka nga bamugamba munnange ebintu byakyukamuko wano but kubira gwakwaganye naye mu meeting mumalirize wamukubira nga gamba ngenda kusindikira ki ngenda kusindikira omuntu siri mu kibuga then ajja mumalirize. Kati bino bisaminga up ng'akwata akadde kamu emitwalo 6 ng'akola ki ng'aziwono ng'amwana emitwalo 5 egy'amafuta okugenda okuleeta receipt ng'azimuwa. Kati byonna byagenze okuggwa kumbe nga bano badde bakola ki bali mu mufera. So gwe twamusanze ku CPS wano ku Central Police Station ng'agezaako okuba nga agoba ku nsonga zino era twayogeddeko n'omukulu amanyiddwa nga Luke Owesigire ngono ye mwogezi wa poliisi yaddirira omwogezi wa poliisi wano mu kibuga Kampala era ng'omuvubuka ono bamukutte. Kasooka nkulage story eno nga yabadde ne management ya John Black empya kyeyogera n'okulabula kwe yakoze. So gwe nenaali eyo ng'ayagala okuba ng'ofuna John Black genda ku Facebook page kuliko enamba gy'ojosangako ojja kuyogera direct ne management ya John Black oba oliawo ne John Black ennyini but omusango gukyali ku poliisi. Suspect bamukutte nga bamuvunaana okuba nga yakozesa false pretense kwe kukozesa ekifaananyi nga onojja n'obbira mu linnya lyange n'obba ssente nnyingi ennyo because me am worth a lot of millions of money. So n'okwata n'obbira mu linnya lyange bw'omala odibbiramu ate n'ogenda n'ofuna ssente nnyo. So that is what happened basically. Kati kankulage gayono okuva Arua promoter kulage ne manager wa John Black ne omwogezi wa poliisi then tukomewo tugende mu maaso namuli amalala mangi nnyo nnyo tovaawo.
Olunaku olwajjo ennaku z'omwezi 21 waliwo omwami yazze ku poliisi wano e Kampala bamuyita Sabote Ali. Ono ng'ava saidi z'Ekoboko yategeezezza nti waliwo omwami gw'abadde akwatagana naye akushara abaami babiri balumirizibwa kuli Gaza ne Karobe Kenneth. Bano ng'abalumiriza okuba nti nno abadde abasindikira ssente ez'okuba nti nno bayimba ku kabaga akamu aka family ke babadde bategese saidi z'Ekoboko era nga bamusuubiza okuba nti nno bamuleetera omuyimbi John Black. So yembeera eriwo naye kyazuuse nti bano ate babadde bamuggyako ssente mu lukujjukujju nga ne bye bamusuubiza nga biyinza obutatuukirira. Kwe kujja neyeekubira enduulu ku poliisi era omuntu omu akwatiddwa. Gaza yakyanoonyezebwa naye nga Kenneth ye waali wano nga bwe tugenda maaso n'okunoonyereza okumanya ekituufu ekyaliwo. So tugenda funa statements zaabwe bonna then tulabe n'obujulizi bw'ayina ono kuba ssente zimu alumiriza yazikwasa muntu endala alumiriza yazisindika ku mobile money. Tulabe ekiddirira.
I'm called Sabote Ali, a promoter from Arua. I wanted a saw for John BLAQ, which was going to be on 9th October 2020. And the contact that I had saved in my phone was bearing the name John BLAQ. Was actually I called, I dialed that number, and then I called the name direct. I said, John, how are you? The person replied that, John, I'm okay, how are you? Then we chatted with him for a while, and then I told him, I have some business I need to do with you on 9th of next month. He said, okay, no problem. He asked me, but there's lockdown. I said, but that one will be outside Uganda. It will be in Congo side, not in Uganda. There's no lockdown. He said, fine. How much money am I having? He asked me, and then I said, you tell me your price so that we can negotiate and come to a normal price, and we see if it's good for me. I pay you a deposit. He said, fine. He needs 4 million. I said, 4 million? That 4 million is much. At least first reduce for me a little. He now said he's going to reduce for me 3.5. And that 3.5, it's excluding the accommodation and lodging fee. The only thing that he'll be catering for out of that money is the transport from Kampala to Arua. I said, no problem. Now, as I'm kind of busy at that time, I told him, I'll be going to Kampala to meet you, to pay you your deposit on Monday 15th. He said, fine. Okay, now, after some time, we ended that conversation through the phone, bearing the number. There's Airtel number ending with 30. I didn't know whether that was him. Me, in my heart, or in my mind, is I'm speaking to John BLAQ direct. Then, after some time, we ended that communication. Then, after some 30 minutes, he again called me. He said he has some issue he wanted to sort, but he doesn't have money. Let me help him with some money as commitment fee. He's going to deduct it when I bring the other full deposit. I said, fine. How much deposit do you want, or commitment do you want? He said 200,000. I said, yeah, 200,000, but I'm having 100,000 currently on my mobile money. He said, okay, let me send that 100,000 like that. I said, okay. And I was having that money on MTN line, and the number he's using is Airtel. Now I asked him, I don't have Airtel money around me. Maybe if you can get an MTN line so that I can send the money direct to your phone. He said, fine. After a short time, he sent me that, he texted me that number of MTN. It ended with 81. I asked him which name that this one, Kenneth, the other one, Kenneth Kalobe. I said, okay. I sent him that money immediately, the 100,000, and I also called him to confirm.
Amanya nze Brian Sambira, mani wa John BLAQ omujja. Ya waliwo ensonga eziriwo nti waliwo abali mu management eri enkadde abajja promote omu ssente, kati promote omu n'awaaba omusango ku police wano ku CPS. Otwawulidde eyo naffe ne tusitukirawo mu bwangu ne tujja tugamba abantu, tulabule abantu nti oyo yenna ayetaaga John BLAQ oba adiringa ne John BLAQ nga tayise mu management entuufu akikola ku lulwe. Ayagala John BLAQ yenna right now ng'oyagala diringa naye ku Facebook kuliko enamba ya John BLAQ. Enamba eyo eri mu mannya ga John BLAQ gennyini Kasada John. oba in case nga bagasindikako ssente oba asobola okugenda ku Spark oba ku BTM oba ku NTV tibana njagala John Black ojja kufuna namba entuufu eya management entuufu odiringe naye era oyo yenna ali eyo yenna nga adiringa ne John Black ng'amanya ayogera ne John Black n'akola ne business ne John Black akikola ku lulwe nga tetumumanyi wano omwami naye twadde tetumumanyi yazze n'atransactinga business n'aweereza ne ssente ne bakola ne receipts nga ffe tetukimanyiko so kyenjagala okugamba abantu right now.
Yeah.
How much that day did you pay John Black? Did you see John Black or you didn't?
I didn't see him, but I kept communicating using that number. Me, I think I'm communicating to John Black. Because the last business we did, I'd used that number to communicate to John Black. And I saved it John Black. And I paid, it was 1.650. And plus the one I sent on mobile money totaling to 1.750.
You gave that money?
I gave to the guy that guy sent. He sent a guy to come and pick the money. While I was communicating to him, he wanted, that guy reached me, he told me that he's called Gaza, John Black's new manager. I said, hey, that's good. I said, where's John? That John is attending some meeting with M10 company. He's so busy, he sent me. And immediately, the M10 number, that guy who came to me was having, it was for also registered using the other Airtel line. They are bearing the same names. Then that guy started like hurrying with things. He said, what's up? How much money do you have? He wanted me to give the money on the street there. I said, no, man, don't do your business like Mia is. Me, I've done a lot of business for many times. I've done business for many times with you people, with many artists. And this is not how the way they give the money. He wanted me to handle the money on the street. And I asked the receipt and the agreement form. He was not having. I said, me, I can't release any money.
How did you get the receipts?
And then I called this Airtel line that ends with 30. Then he said, I started being harsh on him. If this is the way you're doing business, I'm not going to give the money. What I want is the receipt and the agreement form. You take me to the office, we sit down like what we did the other time. Not like doing business on the road without even receipt and agreement. Me, I don't want that. Now he said that, okay, the thing is, they have left the other office down there. And they are currently operating where? At Chireka. That's where the office is.
So
but
you go to Chireka?
I didn't go. I wanted us to go because I told him on phone, I'm having the transport. We go with this guy of yours up to Chireka. I'm having the transport. We sit down in the office, we sign everything, I release the money to you. Then he said, but the person who is having the key is only one. The person who is having the key is not there. Then I said, now what do we do? Without receipt, even though you're doing business, if you're paying someone 50 shillings, that person needs to issue a receipt. I told him on phone like that. He said, okay, if like that, let me give 30,000 to this guy. He goes and get the receipts for me. I said, fine. I gave this guy 30,000. After again some 2 hours, the guy called me. That why am I? I said, I'm still here in Arua Park waiting for you. Do I know Radio 1? I said, yeah. Behind church house. I said, yeah, let me meet him there. Now I reached there. I found him. Now he said that he had got the receipt. We go up. There's an office up there. What's the name of this?
So what is happening today? Let's get
You paid the money?
I paid the money. He issued me that receipt.
Okay.
While issuing that receipt, I keep communicating to this Airtel line that ends with 30. Then we keep communicating. He said, let me release the money. Let me release the money. And he gives me the receipt. And the agreement form and the drop, he'll be sending on my WhatsApp in the evening. I said, okay. That evening, I waited. There's nothing. I started calling that night. They couldn't pick.
The police before even the date for the performance?
Now, I came because he also started. I reached Arua. They were not all picking my calls. And it reached a time. He just sent me the number. Oh, there's a number ending with, is it 70 what? Now I decided to call that number, me thinking that's also another manager. I called, I started, I wanted to speak to John. John said that it's me who is speaking, whom you're speaking to. I said, it's okay. Now I have some challenge here. Did you receive that thing? Because I'm waiting for the drop. John asked me what type of business is that. He didn't receive anything. He doesn't know any business about that thing. And then he said that, who is that person? I said, there's a guy, there's this number ending with 30. Now let me send him that number on WhatsApp. Let me send him and the message.
Let's get to the point.
Now he's the one, John himself is the one who checked that number. He knew that number. And then he called me back. He said that is his former manager. That's his former manager. Yeah, who conned my money. Now I'm blaming him, and that thing is conned my money. It's 1.750. Yeah, he's currently arrested here. I'm called Abaferere.